Oh no, I'm going to add it to the stream. What is going on? I'm traumatized. I am so traumatized tonight.
See, if you just ate chocolate, it would be fine.
No, I don't want that. Why does it keep doing that?
Just don't touch it.
There we go. I've got to touch it. That's the only way I can make things happen, if I touch it. Hello, Portable Tree and Pink Unicorn.
Everyone tried this? Caramilk. We've been introduced to it by the lovely Christian Hull, who seems to be eating it all the time online. And so I bought some to try, and it's very nice. It's very nice indeed. So Cadbury's, anytime you want to sponsor us, by all means. Just saying.
But in news that we can finally announce, we actually do have a sponsor for the True Hauntings podcast.
Well, for two.
For two of them. And so if you want to hear what it's all about, you have to listen to the True Hauntings podcast. But let me just say to you,
prepare yourselves.
Prepare yourselves for the best below-the-waist grooming you can possibly spat a drink.
Have you got your box?
I do have a box. Let me show you my box. I don't think we're allowed to, are we? We're not meant to.
Oh, well, you know.
My
We're
box.
rule breakers, aren't we? We're rule breakers. And we did the ad today.
The ad's out.
The ad is out. We're not going to mention anything other than just show you the box. So you will have to go to True Hauntings podcast, this episode, which is about Prince Henry Hospital. And you will hear our ad for our sponsor. So this sponsor is around for two of our episodes. And we're hoping you love this sponsor so much that you go out and you buy yourself a box full. And let me tell you, you will never ever believe in a bazillion years who our sponsor is and what they sell. Never in a bazillion years. But just look at that. I'm not even going to read it out. I'm just going to, yeah, it's fabulous. And let me tell you, I tried that last night. It's freaking awesome.
Does it work on the ladies' bits just as well?
It does.
Oh, fabulous. I haven't had a chance.
It's just awesome down there. I'd show you, but we'd get taken offline.
I don't think I would ever recover.
It's not appropriate for Tarot night. No, that's just drawing the line way too far. But their items are superb.
I heard today it was 4 million balls worldwide.
Yes.
God, she was funny when she said that.
That was classic.
Spat my drink. All right, let's start off with some reading. So how this works tonight is that you ask a question, you type it in. It doesn't matter whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you are, you type in your question. But we do ask that it is not a health question, because that is something that is too difficult to answer with one card in a public forum, and it's complicated.
Yeah,
right?
And really, it should be something that you ask a psychic anyway, just because we aren't doctors.
And also, we also ask that you do not ask super personal relationship questions like, is my boyfriend cheating on me? Should I leave my partner? Because you don't want to air that dirty stuff on the Facebook world.
Unless you do, and then we'll probably just bypass you anyway.
So Renata reads the tarot cards,
okay,
and she will choose a card, and I read the naughty spirit cards, which do use naughty words. So if you don't like naughty words, I do use substitute words for the time being, because I'm trying to be a good girl. Asthma playing up. But we can't get through to everyone. We can't get everyone's questions. And if you had a reading last week, please don't ask for a reading this week. Let someone else have a go. We were on Norfolk, so we have no idea who we gave readings to and who we didn't. The other thing is that we get really behind in the feed. So you may have asked your question 15 minutes ago and we get to it. So you've got to hang in there to see if you get a reading or not. And we do pick randomly, and sometimes the Facebook feed or the YouTube feed just jumps and it eats like 50 people's questions. So just ask again if we didn't get you. But please don't go, read me a card, read me a card, read me a card, read me a card, because we get the poos. Right, shall I give you one? This looks like a nice lady here. Sarah.
Sarah. Okay, may I please have a reading? Yes, you can, Sarah. And remember, it is just one card. If you want a further in-depth reading, you can go to my webpage at luckypsychic.com and book yourself a phone reading or an email reading. Those options are there. But I'm taking the first card off the top. And this is a card that's appeared a couple of times today. And I'll just show it closer.
Can't find your... Oh, there it is.
There we are. This is the Golden Tarot deck that I have, and this is the Three of Coins. So this is about collaboration, Sarah, and the importance of you finding people around you that can actually support you, whether it be mentally, physically, or emotionally. If you are looking to improve your life and improve your world, then it is really, really important. We just talked about this during our Spirit Talk Australia talk. You need to surround yourself with people who are positive and not negative. Sometimes really, really hard to find in the world right now, but positive people will lift you to a higher place, and negative people will take you down lower than you really want to go. So it's truly up to you to decide.
Unless you want to go low.
Yeah, and
nothing wrong with going low sometimes.
It's truly up to you to decide how you want to live in the next part of your life. And that card is about choosing the right people to surround yourself with.
Right, okay. I'm not doing a very good job of looking like
Hi, Liz McCoy, all the way from Norfolk.
Oh, Rochelle. Yeah, how do we say this? Corcoran? Is it Corcoran?
Yeah.
Corcoran? Are you related to the Kennedys at all? Because I'm a skeleton in their closet. You have to ask your question, my love. We can't help you with that. Just I want to know
vague,
something.
My darling. So
ask
a question.
Specific questions. And Eric wants to know, what does your shirt say?
Yes, it says, which I did do a boob shot before. Walk barefoot, listen to the wind, drink in the moon, and be magic.
And the gorgeous Liz watching. Yvette, hi Yvette, Taya.
Hi Yvette.
And in the duplex. I'm so jealous. And they'd like a card for Taya.
Okay, Taya, here comes a card for you. I hope you're still listening, my gorgeous. Okay, I think
hope your internet's better than ours.
Oh, and you have the Hangman, Taya. There you go. So this is one of the cards of the Major Arcana. It is a place that has you in its grips at the moment. You're like waiting for some form of magical advice to come to you. So lo and behold, here it is. Don't wait for too long. Look at your problems from a different perspective, because the way you're looking at them right now has you stuck completely. You've done all the calculations. You've looked at it in a particular way for a really long time. You need to get out of that mindset and look at things differently. And that's what the Hangman is all about. He asks you to change your perspective and to look at how you can manage where you are right now and the difficulties that might be ahead of you in a completely different way. So inject some more new life. Think of asking new people or other people for their view on what you should be doing or what you could be doing at this point in time. Also, again, think about positivity at the moment. Think about injecting positive mindset into your life, which will help you.
I love how all our people, all our regulars are on there saying hello to each other. I love that. It just makes me feel so good that we've built such a good community.
Yeah.
Kathy Rafferty. Can I please have card today?
Okay. Now,
sure can, Kathy.
As you can see, we're on two devices today. We
my main computer seems to be dying.
Yeah. We're going to send it to the computer graveyard shortly.
I'm asking for the gods to send me a couple of $1,000 as long as it harms no one, to buy me a brand new computer, please. Thank you.
So, Kathy Rafferty, you have the Sun card.
Oh,
now,
yes.
this is a gorgeous card to get because it shows that the way ahead is clearing. And the most important thing for you to know is that you need to be ready for when you get that breath and that ability to actually strike out and do the things that you want and make the changes, to see this as an opportunity to act, not as an opportunity to sit still and go, well, I'm going to rest now. Because unfortunately, when the Sun card comes out, you need to literally make hay while the sun shines and get out there and do the work that you need to do, that you've been waiting to do.
No more sitting on the couch in front of Netflix.
Yeah, it's about now.
Then we've got, oh geez, it's slow tonight.
Hello, On the Road Australia.
Gin I have a card, boys.
On the road again.
Da, 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 da.
Okay, On the Road Australia, I've stopped for you and I've chosen a card, and this is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is a difficult card to understand, but the basis of it is about you really and truly knowing that wherever you go, you take your shit with you. So you can take it with you and do the same thing in the same way and get the same result, or you can leave it behind and go, well, I'm starting afresh and I'm going to start everything from a new perspective, and I'm going to leave the past behind. Now, that is often easier said than done, and I totally understand that some things cannot just be left behind, because there are things like family. Some people are in blended families. Some people have children from prior families to look after. Some people have a lot of debt that they have incurred through hardship. But again, if you linger on that and find that you are just being a slave to the past, you will remain a slave to the past. So you have to really draw a line in the sand and go, in spite of all the things that might be holding me back right now, I can still make choices and still make decisions. And I decide that I'm not going to have the people who have up till this point in time made my life awful still have power over me. Yep, so leave them behind and move ahead.
And thank you, Crispy, for reminding me of the 3 cards up the back. So, 1, 2, 3. If you don't get a reading tonight, a personal reading, choose 1, 2 or 3, and at the end of the hour, just before we hit 9:30, we will reveal the cards, and you would be surprised how often they are actually appropriate for you. So, now Cheryl would like to know, do you feel a spirit in the house? Do you feel a spirit in the house?
Let me take my energy to your house at the moment and go... I don't know whether it's in your house, Cheryl, or whether it's lurking out the back door.
Oh, now lurking's not a good word. Lurking distress some people.
Wanting to come in, or not knowing whether they're actually invited or actually welcomed in the house. So maybe you have done a little bit of cleansing or clearing work up to this stage, Cheryl, and what you have done is you've pushed them out to the back door or outside. And they're still there, and they're still kind of going, oh, but I really want to come in because that's where I live. That's where I want to be. So I'm wondering whether it's actually a family member that you have kind of got into that position where you may well have been a little bit distressed or worried by this particular spirit, but they absolutely mean you no harm. So my suggestion is go to that space where you feel that energy resides, and I think it's at the back door, and just say, look, it's okay, it's all right, just don't scare me and don't scare the family, but you know, you can come back in, it's all right.
And now we go to Peter Maitland. Will I succeed at my horse show on Saturday?
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, I hope so too. What sort of horses do you have, Peter? I used to have red leopard Appaloosas, and I had a quarter horse, and I had a stock horse. Oh, love my horses.
Oh, and look, you've got the Ace of Cups. So this is a really, really great
nice
card.
big trophy coming your way.
Awesome. So the most important thing is to stay in that vibration of love for what you do, and make sure you give your beautiful horse lots of pats and tell them how wonderful they are. So speak to them and tell them, look, no matter what you get, I still love you.
You're a winner in my eyes.
You're a winner in my eyes. But I think your passion...
Mummy will get a trophy for you, darling. It's okay.
There are no losers. There are no losers. I think your horse is more worried than you are about this. But the Ace of Cups talks about your passion and your love for what you do. And that's the most important thing. And have a good time. Really enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Okay, we've got one now from Louise. Hello, ladies. I had a dream the other night of my great-grandmother hugging me, like as if to say it's going to be okay. I haven't spoken about her or watched anything to do with grandmother, so I feel this was like a message. Could you help me out with this, please? Oh, that's an intriguing one. I like that, Louise.
It is. It is. And sometimes from a subconscious point of view, our subconscious mind reaches out with our problems and our issues beyond our space, but our spirit family does recognize that and understand that there is something that might be troubling you on a deeper level, and she is there literally to say to you, look, I am here and I am protecting you, and I know I want you to know that you're not alone, that you actually do have me, Grandma, in your corner in the spirit world, and I will be here if you need me. So this is kind of this moment in time where she's reaching out and she's saying, look, if you do need me, call out to me. Let me know, and I will come and I will assist, and I will give you that bit of energetic connection that you need right now. So it's a beautiful thing for Grandma to do. Even though you haven't been talking about her or haven't been reminiscing about her, it might be something about this time in particular as well that has brought her close. So it might be an anniversary, it might be a special time within the family. It might have meant something deeply to her at this point in time as well, and that's why she's showing up. But more than anything, to me, it feels like the connection between something that is going on for you very personally and very deeply, and she's reaching out to say, you are not alone in this, I'm here for you.
Could you all do me a favour and just share this live feed with someone tonight? That would be very much appreciated, and we'll keep doing some more readings free of charge. Just a simple little thing that we ask in return, if you could share the live feed somewhere. What do we have now? Chloe Button. Why is my eldest son being such a pain in the ass?
Because that's what eldest sons do. They love, even though they're older, to test their boundaries. And they often test their boundaries with the people that they love the most, or feel that they can still get away with stuff. So he's testing things out on you.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Mine did it to me from the age of 16 till about 23. He was a different person. He was my beautiful little boy up till he was 16. Then he became this other angsty person.
Yeah, the aliens take
Then he came back. Now he loves his mummy again.
Interesting. Look, I chose a card, and the card that I chose is the 10 of Cups.
There's a baby on there.
There is a baby on there. But you know what? I think there's something to do here with a little bit of jealousy that's going on. So I'm wondering whether that makes sense to you. So I don't know whether that jealousy comes from him and his interactions with another family that he might be noticing or seeing, or something that's going on within your own family.
It's not fair.
But there could be a little bit of jealousy that's
They've
happening.
got a PlayStation and I don't.
Yeah. He might be older than PlayStations, but let's see. If you can tell us,
Hey,
Chloe, that'd be
they're
awesome.
in their 20s and they still love their PlayStations.
Oh, they do. We know one young man who's spent thousands of dollars collecting Pokemon cards. We won't mention who he is.
Yeah, but he's been clever enough to turn it into an actual business.
That's true.
We are up to, now there was an interesting one I wanted to do here. What's this?
What's the green thing?
Oh, I'm not sure. I think that somebody may have sent us some money or something. I'll get down to that one in a second. But there was one I wanted to do from, I've got to find it. Geez, it just had a big jump, everyone. Big jump. Oh, I can't get back to it. Susan, can you ask your question again, please? Susan Shigog. I had it there and it's gone. I know she was saying something about she was going to give up counselling. She felt it wasn't working for her and wanted to see what the cards were going to say. But if we can find your message again, Susan, please ask, because I would like to give you a reading. Right. Do you want me to go down and find that one that was the green one?
Yeah, what's that all about? Never seen that one before. I think it's up there too.
Will Usman stop being mad and eventually marry me? That's Zanib.
I think you've asked about
There it
Usman before.
And thank you very much for sending the money through. I've never actually seen that before.
No.
But we very much appreciate it. And it's on YouTube.
Yeah, so Zaneb, I'm really sorry that this is going on for you. But look, I'm going to say, and I think I've said this to you before,
And the cow jumps over the moon.
that he's being... This is one of those situations where he's listening to a family member of his who is in his ear telling him how he should be and what he should do when it comes to you. So it's like there's a third person in this relationship, and I'm going to have to say that it's probably his mum that's doing this. And he's really putting his foot down and making life difficult because he's very much listening to somebody else when it comes to this particular situation. And you're going to find it really, really hard because he's going to be listening to that voice for a really long time. So you're going to have to be very, very patient. And look, I hope it works out for you, but just realize that in that relationship there might be another voice that actually adds to the relationship continuously, not just you and Usman. So I hope that makes sense for you, my darling, and I hope you get some sort of reconciliation and get to work this out.
And Pink Unicorn said that they took your advice and they went away for a couple of nights with my partner and had some adult time.
Ooh,
how do you feel now?
Sexy time.
Well, not even sexy time, just sleeping in and chilling.
Absolutely.
And, I hope that it re-fired your cauldron.
You know the next thing that you have to do? Where's that box? Pink Unicorn, this is the next thing that you have to do. Okay, get him some of this stuff. Get him some of this stuff.
And if you listen to our podcast, you get a discount. If there was hauntings. Hauntings. Use the code word hauntings and you get 20% off and free postage.
Free postage.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
We know. We're back. It's okay. It's all right.
Shocking.
It's all right.
Anyway, I wanted to get to Susan, and she has put it just means we've lost the whole feed. Susan, I've been feeling pretty crap for a while now. Depression, grief, anger, frustration over things that have happened in the past. Feel my psychology sessions aren't doing much. Will I eventually feel better? Should I quit and just deal with my pain on my own? I don't rest on my laurels. I have been doing everything I can to help myself. Thank you again.
Oh, thank you, Susan, for sending this. Look, this is really, really difficult to answer by just one card. I don't think it's an honest enough reply to you when it comes to this particular question. I'd love you to just send me a brief outline of what's going on privately, and I might be able to kind of assist you in that way. I know that with psychology they love to sit back and just listen to things, and sometimes just getting you to talk about things isn't enough. You want to have some form of action that is it's available for you and that you're getting results. And the thing about this is that the longer it takes for you to take action and get results, the harder it is then for you to realize that you can change things and make things different. It is only by doing action that you can gauge where you're at and how the results are going for you. And look, I totally understand that you've tried to do everything that you can up till this point in time, and God only knows psychologists cost a lot of money. But I've picked the first card off the top after I've shuffled, and it is the Eight of Coins. Here we go. And the Eight of Coins is about literally, throwing the baby out with the bathwater and going, I'm just going to start all over again. I'm just going to start all over again and rethink all of this all over again and go from zero. So that might be what you need to do. That might be just this mindset shift and reboot and going, okay, let me think about things differently and let me start all over again. Because this Eight of Coins suggests that, but it also suggests that the time that you've put in up till this point in time has not been wasted. So you may not have the results that you want at this point in time, but it has set the seed to grow the new you and the future that is to come.
It's been like COVID. COVID's destroyed so much, but we're learning to live a new way. So maybe not looking to regain who you were, but be the new you.
Yeah.
Hope that makes sense? Because I'm not a counsellor, so I don't want to...
But send me a little private message about what is the hardest thing for you at the moment, and I'll see if I can assist you.
Desley? My ex's ashes are at my place. Twice my kids have tried to do what he wanted with his ashes, but still so far he's still here and isn't ready to go yet. Is that he's not ready to go yet, or you guys aren't ready to go yet?
Yeah, probably a bit of both. And the best thing that you can do is, and we've heard this a lot of time from Spirit, Spirit says just pray. Pray and send him love. And
we don't mean that in the Christian sense. You can do it in whatever way you like.
Whatever. I mean, a good prayer is actually sitting and playing his favourite song. Because music is just so helpful.
Very powerful
when it comes to vibration and energy. So play his favourite song for him. Allow that sense of that energy to become really subtle and really gentle. And if and when you guys are ready to disconnect, that disconnection will happen. But probably, as Anne said, there is part of all of this that is still really hard. It's still raw, and all you can do is continue to send love to the other side. That's the best band-aid that you can do.
Hello, Elise. God, it was good to meet you the other day, and all your crazies that you brought with you. I have a question, please. I gave my best friend of 11 years a second chance after falling out, and she's ghosting me. Should I cut her off completely? Is this question too personal? No, it's okay. That's okay.
I wonder what's changed in her life, because it sounds to me as though something desperately has changed in her life that she is doing this to you. And it's quite unfortunate that this has happened, because I know long-term friendships, we want them to stay as long-term friendships, and often they're not.
Yeah, we grow and we change, and some people are quite happy staying at the level that they're at and with their mindsets that they're at, and some of us educate ourselves a bit more, sort of open up our eyes to what is around us a bit more, become woke, if that's what you want to call it, and they get left behind, and it hurts because they can't work out what's happened, that's changed, and the friendship just doesn't work anymore.
No, it doesn't. And again, what you may be surrounded by a lot of different people than you were when you knew this particular friend, and so now is this particular friend. But the Page of Cups is here, and the Page of Cups talks about you having reached out to this particular friend and given all you can give. And really, you shouldn't really be giving any more. It is now up to them really to reach out and reciprocate. And if they're not ready to do that in a genuine way, then my suggestion is just let it peter out at this point in time. And yeah, it's sad, it's horrible, but yeah, it might just be time to go your separate ways.
Susan said thank you. I will send you a private message. The other thing is our Zaneb, I've forgotten their name, said that their mother doesn't like them. That is the root of your problem. You have to win mum over. And you're going to have to find a way to do that.
And if that's going to be too complicated, and remember you're going to have to live with this for a really long time, you're going to have to really think about whether it is worth your sensibility and the frustration and sometimes that entanglement that is going to involve, because there will be entanglement. You have a third person in that relationship.
And you can't ask them to choose between their mum and you. That will never work, and they will choose their mum every time. So you have to work out a way that you can all get on together. Teresa Williams, can I have a card? Pretty please. Read my card.
Oh, okay.
I love the way you spell your name, Teresa.
I'm doing a card for a car. Now, interestingly enough, today, talking about interesting things that happen
it's been a cray day.
To psychic readers, I had a lovely lady come in this afternoon who brought her baby in during the reading, and right at the end of the reading, her baby woke up, and she said I could pick him up if I wanted to, which was glorious because I don't have any grandchildren. So I picked the baby up and I was rocking it, and the most incredibly loud farts came out of this baby. And she said, "Oh, thank you so much for healing my baby." And I've gone, what? And she said, "Oh, he was up all night long with all of these pains and crying and everything, and we knew something was wrong, but nothing was coming out, and you've picked that baby up and he's now farted." So there you go. Strange and weird.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Renata of the baby farters.
I can make babies fart. Yeah, that's just amazing. Now, your car, Teresa. It is time for you, my darling, to stop being in love with that car and look at it logically. You did have the Page of Cups with the card that I picked up. And this is about you being so connected to this car that you will just see or look past everything that's wrong with it. I kind of think that needs to go, and you need to get something else.
Oh, Andrew's got his third eye burning tonight. Or at least it's not your other...
Your brown eye.
I was going to say, at least it wasn't conjunctivitis, but you know, thanks, Renata.
You're welcome.
Oh, lordy me. Chris King. Let's give Chris King a card.
I just go straight for the jugular. That's
or
all
the
I just
arsehole. In this case, since we've got the farting happening, let's go with the brown eye as well. joy.
Hey, Chris, thank you for your question from YouTube. It's always lovely to have someone from YouTube because it picks up our ratings. But you have the Ace of Wands. So this is about further study and pushing yourself further and harder, because there is a passionate soul that sits within you. And I think because of this card, what it is saying to me, Chris, is that you haven't reached your full potential, and you know there is more for you that sits out there. There might be some fear about reaching for the heights that you want to go to, or reaching for what it is that you really want. But rest
Is this
on
the Chris I know?
rest on what you know already and the wisdom that is in your heart, but also keep striving. Don't let that subconscious mind that says, oh, you're not good enough or you can't do this, actually speak to you. Shut that down and keep going for what you really want.
Nice. Yeah, let me know, Chris, if it's the Chris I know. Very talented musician. Can I have a card? My question is my spiritual side getting stronger? I feel a lot has been happening. Ooh.
Well, what we focus on, we grow, Del. I've been focusing on my stomach, and therefore it has been growing.
That's called going on holidays to Norfolk
It's
Island.
been growing a great deal. I have literally no clothes that fit me anymore, because that is where my focus has been. So what we focus on, we grow. It's like a muscle. The more you work it, the more intense.
This is not a muscle. There is no muscle whatsoever.
They call it really horrible things, ladies. I'm sure anyone who's over the age of 50 will hate hearing this, and anyone who is under the age of 50 will block their ears and go, don't talk about stuff like that because it's awful. But they call it the menopausal pouch.
Yes, I have heard that.
The menopausal pouch, when your stomach starts to do things and sag in places that it's never sagged before.
I could fit a 3-year-old kangaroo in mine.
And you go, when did that happen? And what am I supposed to do with it?
It's like this roll that's there, and you can fold it up, you can fold it down. It's just awful.
You have all this gloriousness to look forward to, ladies.
I'd get it out of my pants and show you, but it'd probably upset you all.
No. So, the only thing that is blocking you, interestingly enough, Del, the Hierophant card, is those thoughts that you have that maybe you shouldn't be doing this. And they might be coming from family of origin, stuff, so family or people.
Oh, they're worried you won't be doing witchy stuff.
Those things that you've heard repeated about all the nasty or negative stuff that you might be connecting with when you go to your spiritual side. So those ingrained belief systems that you have to knock on the head if you want to actually create and connect with the spiritual part of you. We've lived in communities and in a time when a lot of people will still say that dabbling is, the dark side and you mustn't do it. So they're the things that are really stopping you at this point in time. That's what the Hierophant says. Kick that to the curb and welcome the spiritual gifts that are coming your way.
Oh, this is an interesting. Oh, Jaswinder Bala, what is Johan Singh's next action towards me? We are both Capricorn and both friends. He recently flirted with me on Snapchat. Oh, baby, don't do Grindr no more on the Snapchat.
Oh my dear Jaswinder. Oh, I think he's just a flirt. That's what I think. I think he's just a flirt, and he's used Snapchat as a really great way to be a little bit risque and naughty when normally face-to-face he would not do this at all. Right? But he's been...
they're a little bit shy.
Yeah, they're always shy, but when they're on that...
The sort of keyboard warrior, he's the keyboard lover.
And you know what? This 10 of Coins card says that he's a bit of a player. So while he's on Snapchat, he will flirt. When he sees you face to face, he becomes his shy, true self. So I'd be a little bit careful, Jaswinder. And unless you really try and push him and invite him, then you're just going to get a lot of flirty stuff, but nothing will ever come out the end of it. Okay, so you kind of got to press him at some point in time and go, well, okay, you want to flirt, let's meet. Okay, let's have a talk face to face. So that's what you've got to do.
Yeah, sometimes us girls just have to step up and help the fellas along. I know I had to do that with my husband, who we'd been dating for like 6 or 7 years, and it was sort of like getting like, well, you ever going to ask me to marry you or what? Where shall we go, Renata?
I don't know.
What about Adelaide J?
You're in control of that.
I know. I have the power. It's not time yet.
I've had a really crap time lately and would like to know if anything good's coming my way soon. P.S. I hope you pick Portable Trees question as well.
I didn't see Portable Trees question. We lost a lot of the feed when the it dropped out. We lost all the questions. Just all went.
Okay, Adelaide J. Yes, you have been given a crap time. You have been in a crap time lately. Look at this 5 of Wands. Look at them all carrying on like knobheads, right? Getting in your face and getting in your way and distracting you from your agenda, from what it is that you want to do. So you can be easily distracted and you can easily be put off by what someone says and things that have happened. I'm just going to ignore that. So this is about really setting your mindset and affirming what it is that you want right now and not letting anyone take you out of that pathway. So stop letting people interfere in your life and just tell them to go away or say no.
What was that new word?
Not listening.
I've got a new word. I was going to use it tonight and I've completely forgotten yet again. Hang on. Tell them to fadoodle off.
Yeah, so you've got to be careful because
I've got a card for Adelaide.
People can really be a nasty influence.
Ooh, okay. You may need to take action rather than looking at the rest of the world around going, it's just all so shit around me. You make the good stuff, okay? Take a teensy weensy, what was it? For doodling step, baby step, at least you're still for doodling moving. Right, you've just got stuck in the old habits of the way you do things and wondering why people are still treating you the same. You've got to change it up. Take a step in some direction and see what happens. Do something new. Love, naughty spirit.
We go to Renee Belmore there, please.
Oh, Renee, who asks such good questions on Q&A Mondays.
Yeah, I should have taken your advice regarding my relationship because it do break my heart.
Aww.
Like I could never have imagined. Oh, Renee, you're worth more than that.
See, you're so intelligent.
Yeah. I know this is really, really, really awful and hard, Renee. Jumped. It's just awful. Now, the one thing that people often ask, so you're not Robinson Crusoe here on an island going, I'm the only one. Once a relationship finishes, we catastrophize and we go, there will be no other one. There will be no more. No one loves me. Now, there will be when you're ready to hit out and find somebody else. The worst thing in the world is now going, there will be nobody else, so I've got to grab onto whoever or whatever so that I'm not alone because I don't want to end up being an old maid with nobody else. Everyone else has got someone, I've got no one. And you make the wrong decision again. So take time out now just to be with you and understand what it is that you really want and the type of person you really want, and take time for yourself to go the shit that just happened isn't going to happen again. But don't overreact and don't try and put a band-aid on your love life by picking some new random that is going to just slip in and be the temporary thing because you don't want to be alone because you're afraid that this aloneness will last forever.
Yeah, so don't lock onto the next one as being your next partner for life. Just have a bit of fun. Anyway, Bella. Sorry, Bella, I keep wanting to get your question then jumping it. Can I please have a card for a new job for hubby, please?
Bella. Okay, there is not going to be a new job soon. So he's going to have to sort out what he wants to do, and his indecisiveness is what gets him into trouble. So again, it's like, well, you know what? I had that job. I want it back. I want to do the same thing that I've done before because
and I was paid this amount of money.
I don't like change.
I
don't like change. That's not fair.
You Capricorn.
So the Two of Swords here means that he's in his stubborn spot at the moment and he needs to get out of it. And until he does, not much is going to happen. And he may have to accept something that he doesn't particularly like for now.
Or it might be a learning thing for
that
him.
Will change. It will change.
Yeah, sometimes doing a completely different job actually leads to something pretty fucking amazing. And that has happened to me. I had to work. I had to take a job that was something that sort of terrified me, and it actually led me into a whole career that I had never thought of and I was really good at. And that's working in aged care with dementia patients, bringing back memories and bringing laughter and silliness into their lives. And yeah, I would still be doing it if the company didn't go bust. All right. Hey, Noella. Is that how we say it?
First time.
Woohoo! Welcome to the madness.
Will I pass the interview that I had today? Oh, yes, you will. Look at this beautiful card. The Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups. So you've charmed them. And I do hope that you do get a phone call back and that you, absolutely do pass your interview. Absolutely 100%.
Oh, I had some satay beef for dinner. I think there was garlic in it and it's coming back. Oh, here we go. This is
coming back for a second round.
Yep. So I think what you're saying, Subu, is the boy's name is Sunil. Current feelings for Subhadra. Yeah? Welcome to the show.
Okay. So what does Sunil feel? Well, that's really hard to tell, but yeah, I'm going to give it a crack, all right? I'm going to do the best that I possibly can here. And the King of Wands is what has come out. Okay. So Sunil thinks pretty highly of himself. And he really needs someone who's a little bit subservient. And so that has to be how the relationship works at this point in time, because he kind of thinks there's a bit of hotness and all of that. So unless this particular person, Subhadra, really puts him up on a pedestal and says, the sun shines out of your backside and I love you supremely, then it won't last long as a relationship and he will look for somebody else.
And thank you to those people who are sending us some money on YouTube and also for the stars on Facebook. We really appreciate you doing that. That is really awesome.
Yeah, we've never had that before. Yeah. This is new.
Well, we've had the stars on Facebook before and that's awesome. That helps us put a tank of fuel in the car to drive around the place every month, and that's nothing to be sneezed at these days. Farm Sim would like their very first reading ever. We're going to pop the cherry of Farm Sim tonight on YouTube.
Farm Sim. Oh, okay. I hope this is good.
Oh, better be good.
So first card off the top. And you have the 9 of Cups, which is what I call the good luck of the tarot card deck.
Oh, how's that for a nice one?
So that's a perfect card for your first one. The most important thing about this is to know exactly what you want, because the universe can't give you the gifts of good luck if you don't know what your heart really wants. So one of the conversations that you need to have with the universe is, hey universe, this is what I see as my perfect life and my perfect goal. Can you give me this or better? Can you lead me in the direction and in the way that is going to help me fulfill my goals? But you have to know what those goals are. You can't just say my goals without actually knowing what they are. Then the good luck card will work for you. That's important.
All right, we've now got Della Ann who said, wow, that's so true. Thank you so much. I relate to that so well and might need to work on my stomach as well. Lol, I'll take all the messages. Thank you. She was asking about her spiritual.
You're welcome, Del.
And if you got some good feedback and let us know how that relates to you, that would be really appreciated. And if you want to leave us a review, we'd really appreciate that as well. Everything really helps when we're in the world of social media, and we're forever struggling to keep our profile up. So we really appreciate it when you guys share the feed and you throw us some stars and throw us some dollars. It's awesome. Thank you. We've now got Mads Ingram. Hello, I don't have much of a connection to my family history. Is there anyone looking after me on the other side?
Oh, Mads. There's always someone on the other side that is looking after you, whether it be family or whether it be someone from a spirit team, or someone in spirit that is there, that is looking after you. It's about making the connection and having the faith that there is someone there that sees you as important and that is still there and around you. That's one of the most important things. We all often want the big sign, the sign that is something dramatic that says to us that someone in spirit is watching. But they also have instructions not to interfere in our life and not to change things, and to leave us with the free will to make our decisions. They are there as an energetic form, just to literally give you those beautiful energetic hugs and to let you know that you are not alone. The card that comes out here is the King of Cups. So this suggests to me a male that is in spirit, and a male who is very connected actually to the family. You may not have known him in your lifetime, but he certainly knows you, and he certainly has decided to stick around and to be aware of the difficulties that you face and to be by your side. So occasionally say a prayer, and occasionally just reach out and go, dear sweet soul, I know you're there. Send me some information in my dreams. Send me something that may be the tiniest of little things that I can pick up and go, okay, I know this is a sign from my spirit team, my spirit person, and it gives me the strength to carry on.
And Peter, I hope you're having a better week this week, because you weren't having a good week last week. I don't know what ants have got into your pants, but you were a bit feral. So I'm appreciating the apologies, particularly to all our lovely people that you might have just been a little bit nasty to. We are almost at the end. I'm going to jump towards the end because we're running out of time. Feeling a little tired and flat. Let's go to Jody.
I'm feeling a little bit tired and flat at the moment. Do you see me getting my energy back anytime soon? Maybe a naughty card to make me have a good giggle.
Okay, all right. So you're flat and you're tired. All right, spirits.
Just want to let you all know Mercury in retrograde's coming very shortly, and that's why we're all getting a bit niggly at the moment, and we're all feeling a bit prickly.
All right.
Mercury in retrograde's coming. Now, that's not your excuse to sit on your backside and go, well, it's Mercury retrograde again, because that freaking thing comes around a couple of times a year.
Jody, flat and tired. We're going to get some mojo back soon.
Can you take some vitamin C too, please, girl?
This is interesting because you got the same card. Take a teensy weensy finarkling baby step. At least you're still fucking moving. Alright, so don't get stuck in this rut that you're in. Start moving. You've got to get yourself up off the couch. You've got to start moving to make yourself better. Sitting there going, I just feel awful. I don't seem to have the energy, is just going to feed that. So you've got to get up and start moving. Do something that you love. Go out and have a cup of coffee. Sit in the sunshine for a bit.
And Jody, it's actually really, really super cool how much meditation can help. And I know you're going to say...
she used to fight it.
I know you're going to say meditation, it's going to be awful. Take 5 minutes and grab yourself a meditation on your mobile phone that is all about bringing energy back and lifting your vibrational patterns. Lots of different meditations online. Take something that might be a guided meditation where someone speaks throughout the whole meditation and your subconscious mind can listen to that voice. Literally 5 minutes a day for a week will change you. It will change you. So please do it.
That's not a good look. Ebony, down, there. Book a private reading with Renata at LuckyPsychic.com. Yeah, it's all Mercury's fault. I always blame Mercury.
So we need to choose.
Yes, it's
now,
time
guys.
to choose. Kelly, I can't see what has happened. People are saying sorry for your loss. Beautiful lady. So, been to 4 funerals this month. Oh, my love. The cycle, the wheel has turned and they've all gone together. That's hard going.
Yeah, that's awful, Kelly.
They normally come in 3s, not 4s.
Yeah, 4 funerals, my goodness. That's just so much for anyone to bear. I'm going to choose a card for you and I'm going to give you some good vibes,
Please tell me you're taking the death card out.
So some good vibes for you, Kelly.
Everyone pick 1, 2 or 3.
And you have the 8 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands is about opportunities and about change coming your way and about the ability to pick and choose. And when a funeral comes along, even 1, and you've faced 4, there comes a moment in your time and in your life where there's a huge life review that says to you personally, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? What am I trying to achieve? And that might be now where you are at. And it's a real opportune time to go, boy, I'm not here for a long time. But even if you live to 90 or 100, believe me, the closer you get to that number, the quicker the years fly. And so it's important for you to live every single day, even to honor those that have now passed. And you say to yourself, I will give my full self to every single day and take every opportunity that comes my way in honor of those 4 people that I had to see be put into the ground over the last month. Yeah, so that's your message. That's your takeaway, my sweet.
Oh, sorry, they're just asking me to put into Lucky. Oh, gotta remember how to spell it. Psychic.com. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Have you asked your question in your head and picked your number?
We'll give him some music. Da 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 da. Okay. So
what a glorious feel when I'm happy again.
That's enough.
I was having fun. I don't get to sing much these days.
All right.
I used to teach singing.
I hope you've made your choice 1, 2, or 3. I'm actually going to choose card number 3. Now, I don't know what they are.
I'm going to go 2.
All right. So if you chose card number 1, here is the reveal. You have the World card. And the World card is significant because it looks at the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. So you might be energetically feeling this, and you know that there is a new start that needs to happen and a new approach that needs to be taken, but you're balking against it because we hate change. But there is something in your life that you now need to close the door on and know that you need to start afresh and anew. So please be brave enough to do so, because you will thank the gods for doing it.
I did type in that comment for the LuckyPsychic.com, but it didn't work. I don't know why. Anyway, if you chose number 1, I don't even know what Renata said. Love finagling hard. Whatever you do, choose to do it and love what you do. Don't fluff around and muck around. Do it with passion.
Okay, number 2. You chose card number 2. Card number 2 is hard. It is all about rejuvenation, reincarnation, and starting over in a very big way. So the universe has given you 1,000 signs, and this might be very personal to you, and it might be something that's small and tiny but has been niggling away for a really long time, and I'm going to reveal it, and you're going to hate it, but it is the Death card. So the Death card is about a spiritual, emotional,
you didn't pull it out of the deck.
A psychic reincarnation of self, and you've got to give yourself over to this so that you begin afresh and anew.
And I picked 2. Thanks for that. Okay, and if you pick 2, go big or finagling, go home. Don't go half-assed into this. You've got to give it everything that you've got. It's a bit like number 1, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you've got to go all the way. Don't give up on yourself. Love, naughty spirit.
And number 3, again, is this card of collaboration, the 3 of coins. Who or what is going to bring financial success into your life right now? Who do you need to meet? Who do you need to shake hands with and say, hello, my name is
Renata,
and I'm really pleased to meet you. And it is not about you being lesser than that particular person. It is about being and feeling that you are just as important as they are, and that you can reach out to those people and ask them questions and ask for advice, and that they will pleasantly give it to you. So it is about collaboration and finding the people around you that are your tribe.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just reading that. So, if you pick this one, you need to change your finagling story. It's getting tiresome. You need to try something new and stop telling everyone that same old story that you keep banging on about, because it's not true anymore. You've grown. You've changed. It's time to change the story. Love, naughty spirit.
And from our dear, beautiful Christy, who has been in the background as Anne and Renata Good, we thank her for her continued support in the Thursday night tarots. And if you're around the Wallsend area, Christy now has a space at Wallsend where she does meditations, and she'll be doing some spell work there as well. So jump over to Spells and Spirits, like her page, follow her Facebook, and she posts some amazing things that you can buy online. And like I said, if you're around the area, you might like to jump in on one of her meditation classes that are coming soon to Wallsend.
Coming to a town near you.
And so that's our third vodcast this evening, guys.
Out of 4.
We're done.
For this show, we've got one more.
Oh, do we?
We do. We've got to look after our parastalkers and poo bars. We are looking after our parastalkers and poo bars tonight.
I need another caramel.
Yeah, you have some more chocolate.
I'll have some more
Love
chocolate.
yous all. Thanks for being here with us tonight. We'll be back on Monday night with our Q&A paranormal. Meantime, see you all on the dark side.
Thanks for your support.
Bye.